crystal clear water is flowing down the mountain. The forest is intact from human influence. Thick and rich moss is covering the fallen tree. There are plains on ridges of the mountain. There are many flowers expressing their beauty. You will find all these wonders in Jiri Mountain. Jiri Mountain is known for its amazing mountain range. The most diverse range of creatures in Korea are living in this mountain range. Let us begin the journey to see wonders and impressive nature of Jiri Mountain. Countless ranges, ridges, and valleys. The grandeur of Cheonwangbong. It is Jiri Mountain. The longest season for Jiri Mountain is winter. Nogodan is where the main mountain range of Jiri begins. Cheonwangbong is 30 kilometers away from this point. The winter of the main range is harsh. The harsh blizzard will freeze everything. There are a few professional mountain climbers visiting the mountain, but it is hard to find other people. It seems time and life are frozen as well. This is the winter of Jiri Mountain. It is 1,915 meters above sea level. The Cheonwangbong sign is frozen as well. Fiercely blowing wind and icy cold. Nothing seems to be moving here during the winter. But Jiri Mountain is still flourishing with life within this rigor. A serene forest. A few pheasants appeared. A cock pheasant with magnificent feathers is looking for some food in the snow. An elk is startled by the sound of wind. All he can eat are dried up grass. Jangtomok Shelter is the highest shelter in Jiri Mountain. Animals like to visit the surrounding area of the cottage. A suspecting weasel appeared. Will he be able to find something to eat? The winter of Jiri is facing an end. You can feel feel fresh vigor rising above the mountain. Spring is coming. Snow is melting down the mountain range. The spring begins below frozen ice. The valley is flourishing with new vigor. Waterfalls are waking up as well. The spring will vitalize the mountain soon. A yellow flower is blooming in the field of ice. It is a garden pink. It's just amazing how the flower blooming melts the ice around it. Vivid yellow colors are contrasting with the white range. The flower is Cornus officinalis. It is said that the spring of Jiri Mountain begins with cornus flowers. Spring is the season of blossoming life. Dog's tooth violets have bloomed brightly. One simply cannot get tired of the sophisticated beauty. Cymbidium gehringi are also blooming. I hope we can deliver the scent as well. Look at these yellow buds on skinny branches. These are Korean winter hazel. This is a flagship species of Jiri Mountain. It is a second-level endangered species in Korea. It is only found around Jiri Mountain and West Gyeongnam Highlands. It is a very rare beauty. Look into this hole here. Someone will show up. Yes, this is the spirit of the mountain, the Asiatic black bear. In the early spring, the Asiatic bear is waking up from a long hibernation. You may be surprised to see bears in Jiri Mountain. They are left there for species preservation. We have attempted this for the first time in Korean broadcasting history. We filmed the hibernation nest. This is the hibernation nest where he spent the winter. When it was found that wild Asiatic black bears are surviving in Jiri Mountain in 1999, the Ministry of Environment initiated Asiatic Black Bear Restoration Project. There are 17 Asiatic black bears living in the mountain. If you ever do meet up with them, don't be surprised. Just let them go their ways. They are preparing to enjoy the spring of Jiri Mountain. The first thing they need to do first, after hibernation, is to regain their body mass. He's looking for food in the wild. It seems he's getting the hang of the wild. Jiri Mountain could seem serene. It's busy during the spring seasons. We installed a remote camera. A weasel appears and plays around. Martins come later. It's hard to see wild martins because they're too fast and very sly. But you can see two of them. It seems that they're trying to mate. The spring doesn't only come to the mountain range. What is going on under the valley streams? We are now underwater. This one is having a good time swimming. He is a Korean freshwater perch. Korean perch look like a mandarin fish, and their characteristics are similar as well. The perch is a predator of fresh water as well. Two perches are rubbing against each other. Are they mating? No, they are not. They are securing their territories. What are they fighting over? They are fighting over this. It looks like a bunch of grapes. But they are perch eggs. Usually males would secure the eggs. They constantly wave their fins to provide oxygen to the eggs. These eggs are ready to hatch. Females would sometimes come to take care of them. They are beginning to hatch now. These are fry of Korean freshwater perch. They look like tadpoles. This thing they have under their belly is called a yolk sac. And these yolk sacs will give them nutrients. They need to be protected by their father until they deplete their yolk sacs. These small fry are future predators. The colors of the Seseok Plain Mountains are changing under Cheonwangbong. Spring is really here in Jiri Mountain. Spring flowers are beginning to blossom as if they are competing with each other. Violet petals are elegantly draping. This is the virgin lily. This is the platyphyllum. It used to be known that platyphyllum can only be found in Ulleung Island, but they can be found in Seseok Highland Plain. A fog cloud is slowly crossing the plain. Flowers express their beauty brightly when clouds pass over them. Are these the famous royal azalea of Seseok Plain? No, they are not. They are Seseok azalea, which bloom a month before the royal azalea. Azalea here are quite different from the ones below the mountain. The flowers are smaller and they bloom denser. It is May. Azalea fields and visitors all seem to be enjoying the weather. The color of Jiri Mountain has changed completely. Chunwangbong is gloriously standing with misty clouds surrounding it. Summer Jiri Mountain is more lush than ever. What kind of life will we find in summer Jiri? Let's look for the ones that are hard to find. Maybe these small creatures are the true rulers of this mountain. This one is called the hairy-toed logicorn beetle. What a name. Golden violet beetles are hurrying to go somewhere. Believe it or not, it is said that people used to measure things with these worms. This is an inchworm. He is speeding at his highest speed. A slug. Actually, they could reach quite noticeable speeds. Some may say that they are hideous. But look closely. Slugs could be beautiful, and the movement is just incredible. Dragonflies are busy mating. And butterflies are busy as well. The rules of life apply here as well. A butterfly is caught by a dragonfly. Clouds are gathering up over Jiri Mountain. It rains heavily. Valleys are overflowing. The adversity brings more vitality to the nature of Jiri Mountain. Half of its face is its adorable black eyes. What is that inside the oak tree? The colors of its fur match the tree bark as camouflage. It is a flying squirrel. It is one of the second-level endangered species in Korea. It was once thought extinct because it was extremely rare to find them. They are as talented in tree climbing as other squirrels. The reason for their odd name is because they have a special talent. Yes, they can fly. They move from one tree to another by flying. That is why they are called flying squirrels. He lives inside a tree hole. Shall we look inside? Warm and soft leaves are laid on the ground. By the look of his lifestyle, it seems he's single. Shall we observe him flying again? There are wing-like layers between the front and rear legs. They fly with these wings. I hope that we'll always be able to see these marvelous creatures in Jiri Mountain. They say that higher mountains have deeper valleys. Jiri Mountain is also known for beautiful valleys. One of those beauties is hiding in the northern region of Cheonwangbong. Its name is Chilsun Valley. Countless waterfalls, including Taeryuk Waterfall and Mapok Waterfall, are here, and there are many more mysterious sites in this valley. The area was banned from entering for the last 10 years for nature preservation. The original nature of Jiri Mountain is intact here. This fallen tree is covered with dense moss. Chilsun Valley created its own world by itself while it was free from human influence. This probably is what nature wants. This is the water flow of Chilsun Valley. This too was created while it was free from humans for the last 10 years. Clear water. It is crystal clear. Chilsun Valley is rich with a diverse range of plants. These extremely rare herbs can easily be found in this valley. Rare medicinal herbs like Echinopanax horridum and rhododendron can be found in this area. The National Park researched the ecology of Chilsun Valley. The circumference of this tree is 3 meters long. This is the Korean yew of Jiri. It is said that they live 1,000 years, and they remain for another 1,000 years after death. These are all found in Chilsun Valley. What is happening in the water of Chilsun Valley? We can see a familiar creature among dark chubs. He is greedily snatching food off the waterbed. It is a perch. The Korean perch is a predator that lives on the highest stream of the valley. Nothing can escape from him. Let us observe his hunting skills. He noticed a minnow, but he seems uninterested. But then, he snatches it. It is amazing how the dexterous minnow can be eaten by a slow perch. This one looks like a catfish. Its name is the Korean catfish. Its pointy dorsal fins are poisonous. They can make human hands swell up. monster appears in front of the Korean catfish. He is trying to approach the Korean catfish as if he is not interested, as always. The Korean catfish notices the perch and leaves, but the perch follows and attempts an attack. However, he fails. Can the Korean catfish escape? A veteran never hurries. It snatches the exhausted Korean catfish. He proudly disappears with his trophy in his mouth. The perch showed kind and passionate paternal love when he was protecting his eggs. But he is a vicious predator in nature. You can find people who are working for the nature of Jiri Mountain. The Endangered Species Restoration Center in Jeonnam, Korea. They sometimes train Asiatic black bears released in Jiri Mountain, and they also protect bears that could not adapt to the wild. There is a special event today. They are going to release a bear at Jiri Mountain. There is a young cub in this metallic case. And today it will be let go.
잠깐만. 11시 47분입니다.
The cub hesitates for a bit, and he comes out of the cage. He sprints off. Our cameraman was startled. There is a good chance that he will get used to the wild. He does not linger around or get attached to the person who raged him. Jiri Mountain is full of life. The mountain is simply splendid. The grand splendor is the mountain itself. Time passes. It is well into the summer now. Summer flowers take over the mountain. Hosta long pipes are dancing with the wind. and Korean groundsels blossom their flowers. The vivid yellow of orange stonecrops are absolute eye-catchers. Jiri dropwort and day lilies are everywhere. This is a mountain hydrangea. Seeds will be hanging when flowers shed. Touch-me-not are violet-colored. A rare yellow touch-me-not is enjoying the summer of Jiri Mountain. Summer Jiri Mountain. The vigorous life of the mountain can be felt everywhere. The fresh and clear valleys of Jiri Mountain. The valleys are full of summer as well. You can find rare and familiar faces here. They are Korean clawed salamanders. They can only survive in first-grade water quality. If you can see this creature, it means the water is more than drinkable. You can see golden patches on his body if you look closely. This is the characteristic of Korean clawed salamanders. Crawfish can only be found in first-grade water as well. The summer is ripening with day lilies. Shall we look into the water again? The water is clean, as if it has been purified. Two spotted fish are hiding between a rock crack. They are spotted white-nosed loaches. They don't look so special, but they are one of the most rare species in Korea, together with tigers, bears, and musk deer. This is the Pseudobagrus brevicorpus. This is also a first-level endangered species in Korea. These valleys are like a rare species museum. The weather is very capricious. Jiri Mountain's weather is best described as capricious. This characteristic helps Jiri Mountain to be rich with nature. There is a tree that represents Jiri Mountain together with the Picea jezoensis and Jiri yews. These trees grow on cliffs. They are the Korean fir. Their Korean name means that fruits grow upward. These trees are used as Christmas trees in Western countries. Mountain sunsets are simply spectacular. Jiri Mountain wakes up when the sun rises again to provide life for nature. This forest is so deep that sunshine cannot reach into it. And you will find other forms of life here. This is the pyogo mushroom with its golden cap. The golden color is breathtaking because we're used to dried up black caps. A fixture of Jiri Mountain, the Jiri araliaceous shrubs. Their leaves are spreading out. This is the Monotropastrum globosum. It is a species of mushroom. There is a blue jewel hidden within these white petals. Sophisticated with an elegant posture, they are an absolute beauty. It is said that phoenix feed on this plant. It is a mountain bamboo. It is quite rare to see a flower blooming on mountain bamboos. Is it luring a phoenix? Summer is a busy season for nature. Asiatic black bear restoration teams become busy as well. The team is searching through the mountain with detectors. They are checking to see if the bears are all right. They got a signal. It is amazing how they find a bear within the deep mountain. They find a bear in a tree. You can see a sharp wire next to the indication panel. The bear is distressed. What could be wrong? The team is preparing an anesthetic gun. The bear is peacefully asleep. A thick wire is sticking into his throat. He was injured by a trap. They are instantly performing surgery. They are performing the surgery in order to preserve the species. They cut off the snare and disinfect the wound. They need to inject antibiotics when the surgery is done. They inject him with glucose shots that he can revitalize. He starts to wake up after the surgery. He seems lost. he stands up slowly. The rescue team tries to chase him away. It is best that human contact is as short as possible for the bears living in the wild. The bear does not want to leave the spot. Maybe he's remembering the days when he was comfortable under human care. He hesitates for a long while and finally moves. Hopefully, Jiri Mountain will take care of him. Jiri Mountain should be described as deep rather than as high. That is why the mountain is hiding many mysteries and legends. This is 1,700 meters above sea level. There is a mysterious pond in the middle of Seseok Plain. This is a pond called Cheonghak Pond. Autumn is apparent at the pond. The autumn of Jiri Mountain is very short. The Seseok Highland Plain becomes an entirely different garden as autumn approaches. Sanguisorba hakusanensis is filling up the plain. Violet monk's hood is deathly seductive. The root of the plant used to be used as poisons for executions. The Siberian chrysanthemum is most effective as a medicine around the 9th of September. The gentian is showing off its beauty. Jiri Mountain is ablaze with autumn colors. Autumn fruits and nuts are an essential energy source for animals. These small nuts will help rabbits, squirrels, elk, deer, and bears to survive. The valleys are facing the climax of autumn as well. And a school of fish are preparing for the winter. You can see a strange group here. They are all stacked up on each other. They are called water toads. It looks quite nasty here, but they are actually fighting. There are 2 or 3 males on top of 1 female. They are fighting for mating. The biggest one at the bottom is the female. They will stay like this for days until they successfully mate. The weaker males will give up before the strong ones. The females need to be strong as well to withstand this. It will be hard to tell who the father is. Autumn settled in Seseok now. Cheongak Pond is enjoying the autumn as well. The short autumn is now over, and winter is here. The rigorous winter of Jiri Mountain is back. How will the nature of Jiri Mountain survive the winter? There are less people visiting the mountain now. You can only hear the sharp blow of the wind in the empty mountain range. There is a strong predator in this winter mountain. It is the boar. Tigers and leopards can no longer be found in Jiri Mountain. Now boars are on the top of the food chain. This proud boar is not intimidated by the camera. Winter Jiri Mountain is harsh, but nights of winter Jiri Mountain are even harsher. A windy night. The temperature falls down to minus 30 degrees Celsius. A remote camera is filming the winter of Jiri Mountain. A stronger boar arrives and chases these two away. What is that glowing in the darkness? It is a raccoon. They are also known as cleaners of mountains because they are omnivores. A Korean hare appears. I wonder if he can find something to eat in this frozen mountain range. Time passes so slowly during the winters of Jiri Mountain. It is the last day of the year. The last sun of the year is setting down to the misty clouds. Darkness still engulfs the mountain. It is the first day of the year. People are at the top of Chunwangbong. They are facing the first light of the year. This is the sunrise seen from Chunwangbong. A new year begins with people's hopes and wishes. And a new sun rises for nature. The nature of Jiri Mountain will always be there as long as this light shines upon it.